everybody. It's your girl, Rachel. I have another amazing guest, fellow model, Yolanda. How are you, my girl?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for having me. How are you?
I am doing fabulous. Thank you. It's definitely a pleasure. I love talking to other models in the industry, just getting
Ma'am.
them on my show and just knowing the ins and outs. So today we're going to talk.
Yes, I'm ready.
Absolutely. So, for all of our viewers out there, could you please tell them your social media and where they can find you?
It's going to be Yolanda the Model on all social media. So anything from TikTok to Facebook to Instagram and Snapchat. And also new identity modeling is also my tag as well, for that's my business side of it.
Fantastic. And we can talk about that too. All
Yes,
right.
me.
So, I have like so many questions to ask you, but my first part is I gotta know where Yolanda got started. How did you get started?
Well, I got started. Actually, I was at a fashion show in Oklahoma for breast cancer awareness, and I
Mhm.
was there for support for someone else. And at the end of the show, everybody's mingling and things like that. And someone had approached me and asked me, was I in the show? And I was like, no, I'm just here for support. And so we
Mhm.
got something like, well, you should probably model. Of course, the stigmatism of being tall and slim. That's all what everybody thinks about. Okay.
Mhm.
So they approached me. I was like, well, yeah, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Because at this time, I'm like in my 30s, my mid 30s. And so we started talking. She was like, well, are you from Oklahoma? And I was like, no, I'm actually from Dallas. And she was like, oh, that is perfect. She was like, I'm from Dallas. She was like, I would love to set up a time with you when we get back and let's talk and see if you will be interested, because she also had a line that she was working on. She was also into film, like, and fashion shows was her thing as well.
Mhm.
So I went, we met up when I got back, and she put me, she had so much faith and confidence in me at the time, because mind you, I hadn't been doing any type of modeling. And she ended up putting me in my first fashion show, which was in Las Vegas for Chris Brown's mom's fashion line.
Oh,
And
wow.
right. And also for Kevin Mays, who was the designer for Black Panther, who did the furs and the outfits for them. That was amazing. Like, there's not even words to describe the feeling that I had when I was there. And everybody was great to work with. I had the best experience. And ever since that day, I stuck with it. Like, I was nonstop.
That's amazing. It's kinda like
Yeah.
you got scouted without even trying to get
Right.
scouted.
Right.
I love
Absolutely.
those stories. I love hearing those stories
Yeah.
because to me, it's like saying that sometimes you really don't have to go to an agency in order to get scouted, which kinda gives a lot of people out there a lot of hope, um,
Absolutely.
especially if they wanna do it. So, um,
Absolutely.
I I also wanted to talk to you since you said that you did your first, fashion show at that time. What was that feeling like for you?
Man, I was so nervous. I didn't know what to expect. I mean, of course you're thinking, no, it's just walking, but it's a lot more than just walking. Like, you have to look like you have the confidence. You have to look like you're supposed to be there.
Mhm.
And I basically just sat and just observed the whole time. Like, I was literally quiet. I didn't really do too much talking. I didn't do too much mingling. I was just watching everybody else and how they do things and what they were doing and how they were practicing with each other. I did a little practice walks. Like, it was just unbelievable. Like, I really was in like a shell shock, because I'm like, oh my God, like, this is my first time walking. What if I trip? What if I fall? What if I mess up? What if I mess up the garments? Like, I was really nervous. But it's like, once I got out there and it was my turn, something just clicked, and I just ripped it. And just hearing the crowd and the feedback and everything, I was like, oh yeah, this is it. This is it right here. I love it.
You were already hooked. You were just like, "This
Yes,
is
I
definitely what
was.
it's gonna do."
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, I can imagine. I haven't done a runway walk yet. I mean, a runway show or anything like that, but it's coming soon. Don't get me
Oh
wrong.
yeah. Yes.
But man, I can just imagine the adrenaline that you were
Man,
feeling.
a
Oh,
super
man.
rush. A super rush. And it was hot. It was summer. It's Vegas. So I'm just
Mhm.
like, oh my God. But yes, it was great. It was a wonderful experience.
That is fabulous, and thank you for sharing that story with me. I mean, that's a great icebreaker for number 1.
Yes, no
So
problem.
yeah, yes, ma'am, and, I know you and I, we are older models in the industry.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about the importance of model image.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people don't really talk about this, but we should because
right.
it is a hot topic. It is something that our young viewers that are watching our show should understand that model image is so important. Can you emphasize on that?
Yeah, your image is everything. Because as models, we always get a lot of negativity when it comes to us, and so it's like you have to make sure. What am I trying to think of? So kind of like when I forgot what it's called, but like back in the day, you used to have to go to like you used to make the girls go to the schools where the hats, the book on your
Mhm.
head, and how to curtsy and how to sit like a lady. It's
That's
pretty much the same thing.
confidence. Yeah.
You have to know how to be a lady at all times. You have to be professional at all times. It's just like going to a job, like a real job, like a 9 to 5 job, and don't think that, oh, you're just walking and think that's just it and that's all it's about. It's way more to it than that. So you have to
Mhm.
make sure that you carry yourself as the grown woman that you are at all times, because you just never know who's watching you. You never know who's looking. You never know who's listening. So all that plays a part. And like I said, I always sit back and observe when I go places. First of all, I try to read the crowd. I try to get a feel for everybody. And then once I feel comfortable, then I'll start speaking and talking about things like that. You just always have to be professional at all times, no matter what you're doing, whether you're at a photo shoot, whether you're at a model call, whether you're at a casting call, whether you're at a fashion show, wherever you are, because people really look at you and see how you act. Um,
Mhm.
when I started my business, it was hard because a lot of the models would show up and just not really care, about how they look when they came. When you go to a casting call, you're supposed to be in all black and heels. You're
Mhm.
coming in, excuse me, there's nothing wrong with it, but when you're going in for a casting call, you can't come in looking like a stripper. You can't come
Right.
in with your stilettos on and your little skirts and you like there. You have to follow the code, which is always going to be black, all black heels, and go out there and do what you need to do. Hair up in a ponytail or down. Don't come in there with colors all over the place. Don't because they really look at that, and it's a big difference in the areas that you're in as well too. Um, I carry myself like I'm in New York, if
Mhm.
that makes sense. Because here, there's a lot of freelancing going on, and I am a freelance model, but you're a little too free with it. Like you just think you're just supposed to show up, you got a cute face, and you think you can walk, and that's all you need. And you can go out there and do all these different things, and all the hand swinging and the twirl. Like that's not what I vision when I do my research when I got into modeling, and because I want to go beyond than just here. And I travel a lot too. And that's another thing that taught me the difference in walks and what people look for, because I can go somewhere and they can automatically look and be like, oh, you must not be from here. Because we don't do that. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
Right.
you have to do your research. You have to pay attention to everything that they're asking you for when you go to these calls, when you show up on time. Have
Mhm.
all your information, like a comp card, a resume, or anything that you need to show them that you're serious about this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for emphasizing on that too, because I think a lot of models out there, or a lot, I should say, a lot of people out there think that they can professionally model, but they don't
Yes,
market themselves like a professional model.
correct.
And there's a lot of them out there. But you and
Yeah,
I both know that. There's a lot of them out there that are just like, I'm really cute. I dress cute so I can be a model, but there's so much
right.
more to the skill and everything. So,
Absolutely.
one of the other topics I really wanted to talk about, because I'm an advocate for it, is
Hmm.
about model safety. And
Yeah.
I'll share my little personal story. So I actually had actually quite a few people reach out to me on Instagram asking me
Mhm.
to go to a photo shoot and telling me that I couldn't bring nobody else with me.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm sorry. I'm going to bring my bodyguard son with me
That's
to
right.
every shoot that I do.
That's right.
And they just kind of ghosted me because I wanted to protect myself and have somebody there at the photo shoot with me. So
Yes.
I know you probably had the same experience, or you probably had somebody try to tell you the same thing, but
Yeah.
you emphasize for our young viewers also why safety is so important, especially for young models.
especially for young models, because they will definitely take advantage of you, whether it's a phone call, whether if it's an ad, whether if it's an email that they're sending to you asking you for personal information, even asking you for your address, asking you for things that they shouldn't even really be asking for. Especially, and there's a lot of photographers that do photography out their homes. Nothing wrong with that. You can have a built-in studio, that is fine. But if they tell you can't bring nobody, red flag. Okay.
Mhm.
Then when you see a photographer who claims they're a photographer, whatever the case may be, that you probably may not have heard of, and they might just have reached out claiming they saw you somewhere, obviously social media, do your research. There's nothing
Mhm.
wrong with looking these people up and checking their history, because if they're a real photographer, they would have pictures all over the place. They would have some type of website. They would have some type of paper trail of them actually being a real photographer.
Mhm.
Never, ever, 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 if I can emphasize it enough, go anywhere by yourself.
Yeah.
Ever. And like you said, if they ghost you, there's your answer. You made the right decision, because
Mhm.
it was something up with that. There's no reason why I should not be able to bring somebody with me to my photo shoot,
Mhm.
to a casting call, to a fashion, to anything. Like, you should always be able to bring somebody with you, and I would always advise you to bring somebody with you at all times, because there's been times, like you said, I've gotten emails for people wanting me to come and do this shoot, but then they want me to come on. It's a closed set. I have to come by myself. No, I'm not. Unless it's some type of high production that people are familiar with and know about, like some TV stuff that's real legit. Then yes, I can understand that. Um, and then I've also had someone follow me before, so you have to be always be aware of your surroundings, because there are crazy people out there. That's unfortunately that's the type of world that we live in. But that's the reality of it. So please, please don't ever, ever go anywhere by yourself. Don't ever accept anybody. And there's a lot of them that will come from California. So they'll say, they're good
Mhm.
at finding people from out of town and sending you information, trying to get your information. Oh yeah, we're going to pay you $1,000 to come do this shoot, but we're going to come to you if you send us this and this and this and this, and then asking for your address. No, ma'am. No, sir. We're not we're not doing all that.
Mhm.
That's not going to happen, especially when you know you're just starting and you don't really have those credentials to even show what you can do. Like that,
Right.
that's just automatic. No one's just going to come out and pay you $1,000 to do a shoot, like, and you've
I
never really
agree with
shown
that.
anything. So
Yes,
those are all flags.
absolutely. And let's not even start talking about those spam emails.
Oh
The
my
ones
God.
that say, "Oh, we're gonna have a shoot for so and so clothing company.
Yes.
It's going to be a location towards your address. No experience
Mhm.
necessary. We have a trainer on
Oh
site."
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Those
I
are
get
the
those.
worst.
They are. I'm just like,
Right.
"Are you serious? Like, people actually fall for this?" And I'm just like,
Right. And it's like if it was that easy, everybody in the world would be a model. Like if it's that easy to just get paid to just no experience and just show up and be like, hey, here you go. No, those are that's when your common sense needs to kick in, and you should know
yeah.
that that's not legit at all.
Absolutely. And I also do want to kind of piggyback on what you say about model safety, always having somebody with you. But also, since we are such a prominent market, especially like for talent, for modeling, for acting, and all that kind of stuff, if you are
Right.
unsure about somebody that you want to shoot with, look on
Mhm.
there and see if any of your friends are following that person. Or
That part.
see, hey, has somebody
Mhm.
worked with this person before? Because that has saved me from so many photo shoots. I kid you not. Just
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh no, that guy's shady. Oh no, that
Mhm.
person. No, they're just gonna take your pictures and not give them back to you. They're and what
Yeah,
was
that's what
another
we
one?
call the blacklist that we have out on the photographers. So there
And there
is
is
a list
one.
out there. So you can definitely ask other models that you know are that are really into the modeling industry. It is okay to ask, because it's out there and they will tell you. And I'm big on telling. You do what you
Mhm,
want to do, but I'm just going to let you know from my experience. Now, if I don't know anything about them, I'm not going to speak bad on anybody because I don't do that. But if
mhm.
I know I worked with them and from my experience, I did not have a good experience with them, then I'm definitely going to let you know if you come and ask me.
Oh yes. Oh yes. And then also people who are saying that they are professional and they're really not, and
Correct.
that they're going to give you pictures and they really don't.
Right.
Um, that I want to put an emphasis on that blacklist on Facebook. So it's a very useful tool on
Mhm.
Facebook. It's just
Yeah.
letting y'all know these are the people who have been blacklisted. There is one for photographers and one for
Mhm.
models. So
Yes. Yeah.
if people don't think that we talk, we talk. We
Yes,
definitely talk.
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We are a community. We like to support. We like to make sure that our fellow models are safe. We like to ensure that we're really working with people who really are true to their name. And I love the fact that you are such an advocate for it as well, and that you
Yes.
speak out about that. So, girl, I'm gonna give you your flowers for that. Thank you so much.
Thank thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes,
That
and
was another reason why I started my business too. So to make like it was a safe haven for some
mhm,
people because like there's so many freelance models that don't really know and
mhm.
there's nowhere to go to find out.
Oh yeah, and I do want to kind of I do want to jump into your business as well. So I know you have clients, but how do you know that the right client is right for your models?
I do research on my models.
Mhm,
I've gotten to the point over time where I've become picky because this is my baby. This is my
mhm,
passion. This is what I do. A goal would be for it to be a career, but we all know how that goes. It definitely takes time and there's levels
mhm,
to it. But I when I first started, thank God the lady who I had started who scouted me took me under her wing and I learned so much between her and throughout my networking I actually got involved with people that had the same passion and drive that I did. So then over time I realized I was like there's really nowhere to I could go to an agency, pay them $300 a month for them to send me here, send me there, maybe not. But to actually help the newbies, people who want to do it, trying to get them on the right track, letting them know the do's and don'ts, the ins and outs of it. That was my main goal. So I don't call myself an agency. I'm more of coaching mentor side of it. So I'm the
mhm,
one where if you want a model, then you can come to me and I'll help you get started and I'll let you know what you need to do. Prepare you for your comp cards, your resumes, your walk, your poses, the safety, like all that is what I'm here for. And
mhm,
just to get you on the right track of whatever it is that you want to do. And then once you feel like you're comfortable and you got it, then you can move forward to an agency, and start signing up when you find the right one and get yourself out there and booked and things like that.
right.
Sometimes I do have people reach out to me, asking me for models. When it comes to that, if I feel comfortable, when it's normally people that I deal with, then yes, I will send them models that I work with. But I need you to have the same passion and drive. I don't take any excuses when it comes to something that you really want to do because I am a mother. I do have two children. I have two jobs and I do my modeling and I do acting and on top of my business. So it can be done. So
Mhm,
if you have to put the time in, I can't do it for you. I can guide
right.
you, but I can't do it for you. So we can all be on the same accord. If I tell you this, and this, and we set up something, and I see you're following assignments, and you're going to all these places that I'm sending you to, you show up to all my power shoots because I will set up the shoots to take the pictures and things like that. I get the photographers for you. I do all that for you to help
Mhm,
you so you can understand and know how to pick and choose who to deal with and just to
mhm,
see how it works. But if you just think, like you said, you just think you're cute face and you think you can walk and that's all you want to do here and there, and you have no trail, you don't post, you don't market yourself, you don't do anything else, I can't do anything with that. I can't do
yeah,
anything. Everybody can take pictures all day long.
yeah, it takes selfies
So,
all the time.
right. Oh, every day. But we got to
Exactly.
be professional. This is what you want to do so you can go further than just taking the pictures and that's it.
That's true, on so many levels. I actually just had a talk with Tyrone Betters literally
Mhm.
probably like 3 days ago, and we were talking about, yeah, I mean, you may have, like, the ability to do it, you
Right,
may have, like, the natural, style to do it, but what about talent? What about skills?
right,
What about
right.
your craft? Like, you don't know your craft, you still need to practice it, so why wouldn't you do
Every day.
that?
Every
It's
day. Yep.
every day, all the time, go to your classes. If you're passionate about it, something you really wanna do, just go out there and go do it. I mean, it's really
And
an
listen.
ambition part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And be willing to listen. And that's a big thing too, because people get out
Mhm,
here and think they know it all, or they think that, oh, I well, such and such said this, or I can go over here and do it this way. That's fine.
mhm.
Whatever you feel is going to help you, but just always pay attention and listen. That's all you have
Absolutely.
to do. So, because I can't help anybody that doesn't want to listen. So, but yeah, if you are motivated and you are driven and passionate like me, oh, we'll be a great team. Like I'm all for it. I'm excited. We can do this because it makes my heart smile to see them flourish. Like it's not about me. Like it's about you. You know what I mean? When you're coming to work up under me, I'm more concerned about you and getting you on the right track. Help me help you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to diminish my name, my character, my business name, or anything for anybody that's not serious about their craft. So, and
Absolutely.
it's definitely something you have to work on every single day, every day. And even though I've been doing it 8 years, I'm still working on it and still learning every single day and researching every chance I can get. So, it's definitely a job.
It really is. It's and you really have to be passionate about it because I know there's so many people out there that are in DFW that model, but they lose the passion or they
Yep.
don't take it as serious as they should.
Right.
Um, same thing with photographers. I believe if they push their craft and learn how to take pictures better, they probably get better clients and better, pictures. Yes, because photographers out there, they think they are the you know what?
Yep.
And, it I encourage everybody because it is a craft. It is something that you're learning. It's something that people are actually passionate about. It's something that we do for a living. You know,
Right.
you and I, we model, we also act. We're also
Right.
entrepreneurs. I mean,
Right.
to kind of put it in a retrospect, we are always branding ourselves constantly
Right.
every day. And
Right. Every day.
uh, I would like to know, talking about your business and branding ourselves, how do you market yourself in the industry, girl?
Man, everywhere I can, everywhere I can. I try to keep my face on as much as possible that I know that's going to help me. That's another reason why I also got into the acting side of things. No, I'm not an actress or pro. I'm still learning on that end. I'm definitely always posting. I have a business page just for new identity modeling where I post pictures. I have a Yolanda the Model page just
Mhm,
showing and posting pictures and posting my businesses and doing any type of fashion shows or power shoots or things like that and making the flyers. I'm posting, I'm seeing everything that's going on social media because social media is the best. It is. If you utilize it correctly, it'll work for you.
it
It'll work
will.
for you. So it's just word of mouth. Networking is the number one thing. You have to network with people, and if you don't network, then who's going to know you? So everywhere I go, I want somebody, at least one person, to know who I am. And if at least one person knows me, then I know I've accomplished something. So
Right,
the buzz is out there. So you can't just post a picture one week and think that you're going to be noticed a month later down the line. Like I'm
right.
posting all day, every day, all
Mhm,
day. I'm posting. So whether it's a picture, professional picture I've taken, or whether it's something that I'm being in as far as this interview, I post the flyers, anything that I'm involved in, anything I got going on, I'm posting it. I'm tagging. We have so many model groups out there on Facebook and on Instagram. I'm tagging any group I can see that I put it in. So you just have to keep putting yourself out there because no one's going to brand or network you better than you or
mhm.
promote you better than you. So, and then once they get some, eventually they'll get tired and be like, let me go on and share this girl stuff. And then everybody else going to start sharing your stuff. So you just got to keep putting yourself out there.
That's true. Staying consistent and to being on
Yes.
top of your brand. I
Absolutely.
have I have had so many conversations with business owners about them not wanting to be on social media and all that kind of stuff. Like, I'll be honest with you, if I didn't have my business and my modeling, my acting, I would not be on social media right now.
Me neither.
But it, it
Me
is
neither.
it is the powerhouse behind everything that we do
Yep.
in our industry. You're
Yes.
putting your face to your business, to your
Mm.
modeling, to your acting. You have to have social media for your reels. I
Yep.
mean, a lot of
Yep.
agencies, they're actually looking at your Instagram and they're looking and be like, oh, but this girl got potential. Okay, well, let's see. What kind of acting is she doing? What kind of modeling is she doing? So I also want to talk about like whenever you're on social media and posting the content, it's important to have it geared towards what you're trying to do.
Right.
So let's put an emphasis on that. Like for your like business and for your modeling and the types of things that you want to do for your business, emphasize on why it's so important to make that image clear on your social media.
Yeah, you have to, just so they know the seriousness of it. So just like I'll just post something of me walking, like doing a walk, put in the right, you have to find what's trending also. So whether it's someone talking or whether it's a song. So I also look at that. I look at what's popular and I'll tag myself with that song with me walking to it. And you'll
Mhm,
notice that you'll get more of a follow, more, you'll get looked at more. If you're showing you're doing different types of poses. When I used to do my power shoots, because I didn't do too much this year because I'm revamping in January. But anytime I do power shoots or if someone hire me to help them with their shoots or any type of their shows, I'm videoing all of that just so people know that this is what I do. This is what you can do if this is what you want to do, and reach out to me if you need help with doing this. So
mhm,
I make sure it's all focused around modern because, like you said, if it wasn't for the business, I wouldn't be on there. I don't do
mhm,
anything personal. My personal life, my personal business does not go on social media. It is
mhm,
strictly modeling and strictly training and coaching and acting. That's it. And that's all you're going to see. So that's the main thing. You don't want people to lose focus. And like I said, and like you had mentioned, being consistent. Because if you're not, you post a video or a picture one day and then you think you got a whole lot of followers and then that's it. No, because then people are going to forget about you. So they don't
mhm,
see what you're doing and they don't think that you're serious about it.
mhm,
So I always make sure I'm posting anything that's going to be related to what I'm trying to do or what I'm trying to push or what I'm trying to create or whatever I'm trying to build. It's going to always be based around that.
mhm. Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. I'm always being very consistent and also like with my social media here, What's Up Dallas magazine, it's a positive influence magazine and it's
I love
out there in DFW. So my main market is, positive and inspiring stories to
it. Hmm.
help people that are out there um become inspired to be entrepreneurs, to continue their passion of acting or singing or modeling or whatever. And,
Yes.
so my image on my What's Up Dallas magazine is exactly that. I'm
Right.
trying to help you guys feel good about yourselves, in DFW and break the stigma of
Yeah.
what Dallas has on the news. We'll just say
Yes.
that. Oh my god.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
It's bad. It's bad. So
it
yeah,
it has it has been terrible, and, I was just like, "I can't do this anymore. I can't just let, negativity continue to be posted on social media." It's like, I have to do something positive for DFW, just like, got let's bring it to the map. Let's see what DFW has to offer, and that's why we're
right.
here.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. That's it. So I'm all for positive and all of that. That's all I'm here for. I don't do the negative. I don't even entertain it. I just keep on pushing. So I just want to spread it all the love out there and let people know that you can do it. And that's
Ab
it.
Absolutely. Now, Miss Yolanda, I'm gonna flip this interview just a minute. Do you have a question or something you might wanna ask me? Just because this is our first time really getting to know each other and
Yeah.
talking. So is
Yes.
there
Yes.
anything you wanna know?
Let me ask you this, just because I always get asked this. So, like you said, we're older in model game. Did you ever feel like you shouldn't be doing this, or do you ever get asked why did you wait so long?
That is an excellent question. I have been asked that. So I actually started modeling at the age of 38.
Hmm.
So I'll be 41 in February, and I just I waited a long time because number one, I didn't have the finances. Like my family came from a very, very low income family. We
Hmm.
didn't have the finances and I didn't have the looks at that time to
Hmm.
be a model. I had the love for it. I had the passion, but I didn't have the appearance for it. So I had to work on myself before I could actually, get out there and be confident. And
Right.
the funny thing is that when I started modeling, I kind of did it as a hobby at first.
Hmm.
Um, During COVID, my husband was working, he had his own business, still
Hmm.
does, and, I wanted to do something to help build my confidence because
Yep.
I looked at him and I started noticing that he's very, very extroverted. He's very
Hmm.
confident in everything that he does. And I was an introvert. I was like, if I got off work, I went home, I just sat on the couch and hang out with my dog and stuff and watch Netflix. That's what I did.
Yep.
But I was like, I don't want to do that no more. I want to go out. I want to be confident. I want to, make it a difference. But first, I want to build my confidence.
Hmm.
So I pushed myself to do modeling, and that's where the safety came in. I started bringing my son with me. He's like 6'3". He's a big
Okay. Oh
guy.
yeah. Yeah, you in good
Yeah.
hands.
So he went with me to almost every photo shoot. He met almost every photographer I've worked with. We have a high regard, high respect for everyone. And they were just asking me, why did you wait so long? And I was like, well, I just didn't have the means then, but I did have the passion.
Right.
And to be a source of inspiration, I want to show women and young men and older men that if you have the passion and the drive, you can still make your dream happen.
Right.
And literally, I would probably say 2.5, maybe 3 months ago, I just got contracted with John Casablanca's agency.
All right.
So thank
Congratulations.
thank you. I was super excited. They reached out to me and said they found me on my Instagram, my social media. They wanted to, work with me. They wanted to contract me for some work, but
Okay.
I
Good.
had to work on my craft. I still have to do the classes. So
Absolutely. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at
there,
all. So
there
I
is
can
nothing wrong with
better and
that.
better. Yep.
Absolutely. So here I am. I'm about to go into the accelerated version of my training to
Okay.
promote the craft, and then they're going to start marketing me out. So I'm super
Good.
excited.
So happy for you. That is great. That is awesome for real. So
Yes,
I
me.
hope everything works out for you and you enjoy it.
I've enjoyed the journey so far. It's really, I honestly say I didn't really do it for anyone else at first, but now I'm starting to see that people are actually watching my journey. I have some
Yes.
young models that are just like, Miss Rachel, I really appreciate the fact that you are a moderate model, like, a modest model, like
Right.
you are very classy.
Hmm.
I guess that's how you would say it. Modest
Yeah.
and classy, like fashion model, but I also have a love for the arts of the vintage photography. So those are two of the things I really love.
Good. That's great. I love it. I love it.
Yes, ma'am. And we are about to run out of time. So
Oh.
for our followers, can you tell them your social media one more time and how they can get a hold of you for classes?
Absolutely. It's going to be Yolanda the Model on all social media and New Identity Modeling LLC on all platforms as well. Like I said, I am revamping. I will be doing a meet and greet. I haven't got all the details in yet, but definitely follow me so you can keep up with me. So in January is when I'll be starting that back up. So if there's anyone out there that is interested in starting in the model industry, please, please, please feel free to reach out and just follow me so you can see when I'm setting that up so you can come out and meet me.
I would love to. I would love to come out and just meet you in person. I know
Yes,
Zoom interview
absolutely.
is like, Zoom interviews, we can talk at the comfort of our office or our home or whatever. But I'm like, I need to come see you. I need to show some love.
Yes, absolutely. We'll definitely need to set that up. So whenever you got time, you let me know.
Definitely. And send me your flyers for your power shoots so we can get them posted.
I sure will. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And everybody, please out there, like we do with every episode, please go follow Yolanda. Please go support her, like, support, share, connect. Yes, because she is just amazing, doing great things. Also, please go follow us all over social media. Just Google me, What's Up Dallas Magazine, and you'll find me. And I thank you all for watching.
Thank
Bye.
you.